Thank you so much for coming tonight. I wanted to start off talking to you about fiction. So Usborne and Kane Miller do such a wonderful job with fiction. Their stories are heartwarming, they're often really funny, and they introduce classics and great life lessons in a way that is very approachable for any age reader. So I wanted to start off with one of my favorite new titles. It's Night Night Busytown. So there are 4 vehicles, and they're all ready to go to sleep. So they pull out their little book and they read their favorite bedtime story. So there's 4 little mini books inside this big book. So that's the car, and then it goes to the fire truck. So he pulls out his little story, Emergency Opposites, and reads that. And so there's also a construction truck and a bus, and they all get to listen to their favorite bedtime stories. One of my favorite series is our new First Feelings series. So we have Scaredy-Cat, we have Steady Sloth, we have Grumpy Tortoise, and Cautious Chameleon. So I'm going to show you inside of Scaredy-Cat. So Scaredy-Cat is afraid of basically everything. What scares Scaredy-Cat? These birds do. It's okay, Scaredy-Cat. They're just having a dance party. So it goes through all these scenarios, all these things that Scaredy-Cat is afraid of, and it just turns out it's not as scary as she thinks. The book without a story. So excited about it. So it's Dusty the library book. He's never been borrowed. He's very dusty. All the library books come alive at night and tell stories of where they've been. So-and-so read me on the bus, so-and-so read me at dinner time, and Dusty has never been borrowed. So finally one day the perfect reader comes along and sneezes on him, and it turns out he's a book about dinosaurs. And Dusty is the perfect book for Jake. And so he reads him everywhere. So finally Dusty has his story to tell to all the other library books about where he's been, where he was read, and he ends up becoming one of the most popular books in the library. We have some great new star in your own story books. So the Ballerina and the Firefighter are kind of for younger readers. You write in the name, and I'm going to show you inside. There's Drives a Digger, and there's Saves the Day. And I went ahead and put my daughter's name in here. So it comes with these stickers that you can easily put your kid's name in. The other one, the one for younger kids, you write their name in. But it's so cool. Their name follows them throughout the entire story. And they are a superhero that saves the day. It's just so fun, and their name shows up through the whole book. So great. Where Happiness Lives. So this is such a great story about how the grass is always greener on the other side. So Gray Mouse loves his home, and we actually have a little Gray Mouse plush that you can purchase along. So he loves his home, and he's super happy there. It has these great cutouts and things in it. But then he comes across White Mouse, and White Mouse has a bigger home than he does. So he rounds the corner, and he finds White Mouse's home. And both of them discover that Brown Mouse has the biggest home. So it's just this great story about how happiness lives where the people that you love are. Your house does not have to be big. Every house is big enough to hold happiness. So we have some great new titles. They're picture books, but they're thick, and they're kind of great for kids that kind of want to start reading chapter books. They want to start reading longer books. So The Missing Bookshop is about a girl named Millie that loves her local bookshop, and one day it goes missing. And so they're searching for that. Two Sides, Lula and Linka are best friends. They were born on the same day. So you can see it has great color illustrations throughout the whole thing, and not too much text per page. So it's like kind of easy to get through. Lula and Linka kind of hit a tough time in their friendship where they're no longer friends for a short time, and they have to work that out because they're so different, but they're able to work it out. It's a beautiful story of friendship and just celebrating people's differences. Finally, we have some great illustrated originals. These are complete and unabridged, so they're the actual stories. This one's The Wizard of Oz. We also have Black Beauty. We have The Jungle Book. We have Alice in Wonderland. But they have beautiful illustrations in them that break up the text and make them much easier to read and kind of allow you to use your imagination in such a great way. So I have gone through this whole thing myself, and I think it's absolutely beautiful. I'll show you one more illustration. Here we go. So great illustrations in this book. So these are all of the fiction that I wanted to show you, the new title fiction. We have great fiction for all ages, everything from 0 to literally like adult. So anything that your child's interested in, we can probably find something for them.